Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Check the paintwork of a car. Are used thickness gauges that react to two types of materials, magnetic, Fe, for example, metal, non-magnetic, NFe, for example, aluminum. Accordingly, the principle of operation will depend on the nature of the material. When choosing a device, pay attention to the types of coatings available for measurement. Most modern thickness gauges combine the functions of checking magnetic and non-magnetic coatings. Working principle. The principle of operation of a magnetic coating device is to measure the magnetic field density. This type of meter is also called an electromagnetic meter. A magnet is installed in the body, which provokes the appearance of a magnetic field. A conductor is installed between the coating, whose thickness is being measured, and the magnetic body. Depending on the thickness of the coating, the density of the magnetic field will change. The greater the thickness of the coating, the smaller the density will be. A current will be detected at the ends of the conductor placed in the magnetic field. The greater the magnitude of the current, the smaller the coating is between the magnet and the material, Fe. The magnitude of the current is converted into a graphical signal that you can see on the display. This will be the car paintwork thickness reading. Meters for non-magnetic materials, aluminum, copper, are called eddy current meters. An inductive coil induces an electric field that induces eddy currents on the surface of the material, NFe. The eddy currents in turn influence the amount of current drawn by the second coil. A current will be drawn from the output coil, the magnitude of which will be compared to the current of the first coil. The greater the current difference between the forward and reverse coil, the greater the thickness of the coating harboring the non-magnetic material. The readings are also converted into a graphical representation. Completion. Each device is completed with an instruction manual, in which the manufacturer indicates the functional purpose of the buttons, as well as how to use the thickness gauge. The process of measuring coatings will be carried out on the example of ET11P. The thickness gauge is in the middle price range, so it is suitable for personal use and for controlling the thickness of coatings in the paint shop. Together with ET11P you will receive storage case, manual, warranty card, calibration plates of two types, plate imitating painted car. Coating, layer thickness, 102 microns, battery. Also the device can be completed with a table of indicators of thickness of factory paintwork of popular car models. Usage. Turn on the thickness gauge at least 20 cm away from metal coatings. Immediately after switching on, check the measurements with a test plate. The readings should fluctuate around 102 +2 m. If the values do not correspond to the specified values, reset the thickness gauge settings. To do this, press the 0 button and the trigger. The value, SBR, will light up on the display. Appearance of the inscription NACH will indicate the return to the factory settings. Tear off the protective film from the metal plate, turn on the instrument and apply it to the control washer. After the reading appears, press the 0 button. Put the control plastic plate to the washer and repeat the thickness measurement. After the value appears, press the K button. Calibrate will appear in the lower left corner. Using the up and down buttons, equalize the value shown in the measurement with the thickness. Value of the control plate, 102 micrometers, then press the K button again. We recommend repeating the calibration periodically to be sure of the vehicle's paint thickness reading. Measurement value. The thickness of a car's paintwork is usually measured in microns, m. The value of 1 micrometer is equal to 0.001 millimeters. In some thickness gauges, an English measurement system using the mils unit is available. 1 mils equals 0.025 millimeters, which corresponds to approximately 25 micrometers. When checking, take into account the class of the car. Premium segment models in 99% of cases will be painted better than representatives of the budget class. If the check of the paint coating of Dacia Logan showed 200 microns, then it is safe to talk about making repairs. But if the same layer you found, checking the Mercedes S500, it is quite possible that the body part was not touched by the hand of the master. Measurement methodology to ensure that your vehicle's paintwork is checked as accurately as possible. Adhere to the following recommendations. Press the thickness gauge firmly against the surface. The sensor must be in full contact with the plane of the car part. Keep the measuring area free of dirt. Otherwise, this will introduce an error in the reading of the gauge. Measure the thickness of the paint layer in several places. Often the ends of body parts have a paintwork thickness that is several tens of microns thicker. Only in the case of a large difference in readings can a conclusion be drawn about repair with putty. The instructions to the thickness gauge specify the temperature range at which the minimum error is guaranteed. Exposure to sub-zero temperatures is especially susceptible to superbudget models. You can check the car with such a thickness gauge, but you will have to warm it up constantly. Budget models are difficult to determine secondary coloring, for example, new elements. Especially if the work was performed by an experienced painter. But even such a model will easily help to find a putty, without which the restoration of paintwork of inverts or cars after an accident is not without. Use thickness gauge. In conclusion, using a thickness gauge is an essential skill for anyone looking to buy a used car. By accurately measuring the paint thickness, you can uncover potential issues such as previous repairs or hidden rust. Remember to check multiple areas of the vehicle and compare readings to ensure a thorough assessment. With this knowledge, you can make a more informed decision and avoid costly surprises down the road. Happy car hunting!